Sauteing Off the Pounds. I'm Chef D.
And I'm Dr. K.
And today we're going to be back in the pantry talking about grains.
Okay.
All right.
What kind of grains?
Well, we got lots of different grains, but did you know what a vegan zombie eats?
No.
Grains. All right. So
keep watching. We'll get better.
So today we've got some really great grains. Corn is a traditional grain everybody thinks about. It's one that we eat way too much of, but a lot of times we don't even know we're eating corn because it's in high fructose corn syrups. It's in different sugars and sweeteners. But this is a really nice grain that I've got. This is a Haitian grits. Okay. So Haitian people, they eat these grits that are a little bit coarsely cut. They take a long time to cook, but they almost become a porridge. They're very, very creamy. They're delicious. The other things that would come from corn would be polenta, white grits, yellow grits, popcorn grits. So there are a lot of different things. And a lot of the great thing about corn is that when you eat it this way, lightly processed, you're getting all the exterior fiber and everything instead of just getting, if you have just the pure endosperm, that's going to be the corn starch, and that's the white, very almost zero nutrition into that. We'll go to next is wheat, because it's another one of our most favorite grains and eaten all over the world, and we have several different kinds of grains that are in the wheat family. This is farro, and farro is an Italian whole grain wheat. I love to have this almost like a pilaf as a side dish. I serve it with duck a lot of times. It has a real nuttiness to it. You could toast it a little bit before you add the liquid to it, add some garlic, and then cover it with water, and then slow cook it until it's very, very tender. And it does still have kind of a crunchy toothiness to it. We've got bulgur wheat. Have you ever had bulgur? All right. Bulgur is traditionally used in tabbouleh, which is everyone's favorite kind of grain salad, and it's something that's eaten all over the Middle East and kind of the cradle of civilization, and so it is good brain food. And you can just see that's cracked wheat, but it's also, you see how dark it is. It's a very small grain wheat. And so it's not like that big fat American wheat kernel that we use so much. Next, we'll move over to organic red spring wheat, and these are called wheat berries. Okay. So these are the whole wheat, and then you cook these just like you would the other whole grain wheats. Boil them, takes about an hour. And then you can use them in all kinds of things. You can use them in salads and porridges. You can even use them as a base to a stew. Something very, very similar to that would be rye. And people think of rye whiskey or rye bread. It's made from a grain very much like wheat in the same wheat family, which are all grasses. Okay. And then these are just white wheat berries. And these are soft white, organic. And so those are really kind of great wheats to try. Another in the wheat family is freekeh, and freekeh is a Middle Eastern cracked wheat, and you can do anything with this, from breakfast cereals to porridges and stews. Has really great flavor. It was eaten in Egypt by the pharaohs. And getting on to a few other grains, we have barley. Great in barley soup, people think of that, but also really, really nice in a lot of vegetarian dishes. Sorghum. Sorghum is a member of the same family as corn, and you can make sorghum syrup out of it, which is a great natural sweetener. But these are whole grain sorghum, eaten a lot in Africa, so very traditional African dish, and again, made into porridges, breakfast cereals, that kind of thing. You've probably heard us talk about buckwheat. Soba noodles from Japan are made from buckwheat. These are called buckwheat groats. They're also eaten a lot in Slavic and Soviet Union and that whole area over there. Great, and to make little pancakes out of. The French actually make a crepe with buckwheat. Okay. That's amazing. It's a wonderful crepe that they put some ham and cheese. It tastes so good. It's street food over in Brittany. And That's more of the Freeka. So get your Freeka on and enjoy grains. And you may want to step away from the ordinary white grains, the evil empire of grains, and try some of these more healthy versions. I'm Chef D.
And I'm Dr. K.
And thanks for sauteing off the pounds.